Sega Gamer here. I went through the whole process of getting the final thing, and I might have started off a little bit sooner than when we left it off last time, but so now we have all of the sunshine. Yes, we got 5 to read at the end of today, and therefore we shall begin. Okay, so alright. I think we'll, as usual, come to think of it, this is the last day we'll have Noel around to operate our car for us, isn't it? Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm probably more choked up about that than there is of you. There's any consolation. Because we told I've grown pretty attached to this little girl. But at least you guys will be able to drive it on your own now, right? Yeah. Thanks again for teaching us on our days off, Noel. Yes, it was a great help. Your lessons made it all seem so easy. Speak for yourself. The way she kept barking out orders, I was scared she'd up and shoot me if I scratched her precious baby. Hey, it's not my fault you couldn't stop making wisecracks long enough to keep your eyes on the road. Easily pick up driving if you put half as much effort into learning the rules as you do being a smart aleck. What'd you expect? Gotta be a real hard ass to stay in the CGF, otherwise I'd still be in there. Anyway, I gotta say we save our final day being chauffeured around by a pro. Likewise, hope you don't mind us catching a few more rides for the road, Noah. It'd be my pleasure. We're going to the West Crossroad Highway. Oh yeah, one thing that I gotta do before. Oh, there it is. Yep. Ah, so I don't get a special. And then the most interest to me, anyways. Yeah, we didn't do this last time, so we came back to the same spot we were. Good. I gotta go to Cangram H. Talk to Douglas. Hello, Deputy Commander Douglas. It's you all. Good to see you. I take it you're here in response to my request? Pretty much, yeah. Looking a little on edge there, Dougal. I can't deny it. I'm sure you noticed this the moment you arrived here. The CGF is currently on a high state of alert. Can't afford to have anything short of total vigilance right now. So that all that be the reason for you putting together a request for us, Indeed, it will. I can give you a full explanation if you're ready to begin. Will you be tackling the request now? We're ready to begin. I'm in your ditch. As I wrote in the request, you recently received an eyewitness report of mysterious black monsters. Said monsters have been ravaging the crops and livestock of our Morgan village. Monsters attacking our market. This feels oddly familiar. Especially the part about the crops. You're referring to those wolf-like beasts that were menacing the state earlier this year? The culprits of that case wound up being the Mafia and their warhounds. Yes, I drew the same parallels upon reading the report on this incident. Ravash has been completely dissolved. The reserve of warhound is currently unaccounted for. There is a distinct chance that there are mystery perpetrators in this case. To what extent has the CGF investigated so far? My guardsmen inspected the damage and interviewed the nearby residents. Consequently, we are able to pinpoint that the monsters are coming from the ancient battlefield, which is why I want you to head there now. To investigate the area for the monsters and, if possible, exterminate them. That's pretty straightforward. Still, you boys must be busy if you're asking for our help with pest control. CGF would be more than capable of tracking wild monsters themselves if they needed to. You aren't wrong, but while this would be a simple task under normal conditions, I must remind you that we are currently on alert. Red Constellation, the ones who raided Crossbow City, have vanished. At the moment, we have zero leads as to our whereabouts. On top of that, the Empire and the Republic have both started conducting large-scale exercises near our border. The CGF needs to be especially vigilant, given the current tension at the border. In other words, things are eerily reminiscent of how they were just prior to the signing of the non-aggression pact. You are correct. In light of the circumstances, dealing with these monsters is a low priority right now in spite of the havoc they've caused. As the damages are relatively low, the decision has been made not to spare any guardsmen. I'd say that's fair. You guys get more important stuff to worry about than a few monster exterminations. That's where we come in. It is us, Deputy Commander. We'll look into those monsters for you. That would be much appreciated. Best of luck, Sus. I'll be awaiting the good news. I feel like going back to Crossbell and getting some of those some of the bonus stuff done. I've got a stuffed flesh here that he would probably love to piss. I think I'll give it to her. Wow, is this for me? Thank you so much, Lloyd. You're welcome. Yep, this looks good. I'll put this one here. Wait a second. See you later, guys. Have fun. Thanks, Kia. We're off. Guess that's the last time I'll be hearing that for a while. Really gonna miss her, aren't you? Takes nerves of steel to pull yourself away from someone like you. Just the thought of it is almost too much to bear. I'm gonna miss you too, Noah. But don't get too sad about it, okay? You and Frank come over and play when she gets back. Yes. Aw, Kia, of course we will. You heard the girl. No, she's going to rebuild the CGF better than ever. You can transfer back here. It's also important that Frank recover quickly, as much as she can help it. Well, you can be sure that I will put in all the effort I can. It reunites us with Kia's smiling face. Yeah, 1 second faster. It'll be more than enough. There she goes. Makes another mission, and she'll stop at nothing to see it through. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we did already do this. We need to pick up the Dudsters. Dudley, this is a surprise. My thoughts exactly. This is the last place I expected to run into all of you. Back to King the Linger Sport request today, is that right? Yeah, we're helping out however we can. You don't mind us asking if you've heard anything good about the hardly. Dragging them down has been a thorn in the 1st Division side. We expected the Imperial government to make a statement. There's been nothing but radio silence from everybody. They're planning something that'll probably come during the referendum. Our division is working tirelessly to be prepared for anything when the day comes. I can imagine. What brings you here then? You're looking pretty down in the dumps. Didn't take years to have to drown his problems away. Well, I do imbibe from time to time. I never do so before noon. Well, on the job. It's merely a carbonated beverage. Did a good job fooling me, the way you've been nursing that glass. What about you, Bannings? Do you drink? Sure, but not often. At least that's one way you haven't taken after a guy. You used to drink here with my brother Dudley. You know, on rare occasions. In fact, it was Guy who introduced me to Garante. He's always had a knack for dragging down holes in the wall like these. Wait, you like looking for trouble? Yeah, I'll bet. So which of you two held his liquor better? There's no way you two didn't try to outdrink each other at some point. No comment. Well, I'll say Orlando's head guy and I have hollower legs than any of you greenhorns could ever dream of. Keep jogging, Sudsley. And you haven't seen me hit the bottle. You said it's a lot of shilly thingy you put on bear goggles in the morning. 4 eyes. I'll be happy to drink you under the table some night at Orlando. If that's what you really want. Okay, easy guess. When it comes to alcohol, Dudley has a hybrid competitive streak. Guess I should be surprised. Club has been closed since the raid, but we're opening it back up. After reconstruction is almost over, we can finally get back to work. There goes my vacation. This place is nothing special, but we got regulars. Haven't been dying for us to reopen. Guess it's up to us to show them a good time. Visions in Market. It's locked. First Visions investigations over, so it should be evidence. Disappeared without a trace, and that is just where could they have gone? CGF is keeping a lookout for him. He haven't let down their guard since Randy. Yeah, don't worry about me. Doesn't need to settle things once and all for all. Next time I face him. Yeah, you're right. That's not the same jovial, cheerful music that I'm used to. Ah, wow, we go in. Slosh a few cards back. Let's play blackjack now. Eight. So that would be what? A little bit faster though. Again. 16. Oh, one more. Yeah, I like the poker better. Gives better odds. I always get the awesome hands right away. Yeah, we gotta change all of them out. Now that I can work with. Yeah, now that I can work with. That was fortunate. Yeah, a smooth two pair. As that do been nice. Giggity. Got another nice two pair. One more round. And And we will collect our winnings after this. Yep. Now that I can work with it. Bummer. Let's take our losses. And let's get out of here. Admin district. Good afternoon, Special Sports Section. Same to you, how's everything? How are repairs? Have repairs begun on headquarters? Well, we managed to clean up most of the rubble so far. As you can see, the damage to the entranceway is quite severe. It's going to take some time before the reception area is fully operational. In the meantime, the department has moved on reception duties across both police academy. That's where you'll find Mr. Beck as well. Any work-related business you need to conduct can be done over there. Get to that. Thank you for telling us. The headquarters fully repaired is going to take some time. Going to go to City Hall. It doesn't look like they're calling you. How about giving up the whole idea, Roy? He's agreeable. On this charity draft to raise everyone's spirits. You can't just cut off the mean you're attracted. What would we even do? Replace it with what? I understood that, Roy, but I didn't interrupt your conversation, BT. Nowadays, it's us. Good to see you again, Roy. Here, are you here for the charity drive? No, if I'm not mistaken, your association requested our assistance. Yeah. Roy told me to roll anything. Because I was the one who sent it. What? When did that happen? I can give you guys a rundown real quick. Just if you have time for it. Sure, we can be happy to help you out. Awesome, let me explain the request in full. As you're all aware, we're holding a charity drive in a civic center. Got a piano performance and a buffet lined up right now, but there's just one problem. And that would be... Now, I had a special program planned for later. It's supposed to be our main event, but we're short on participants. Things are a total insane, so Chris did mention something like that. What is this event? Exactly. It's a men's crossbow pageant. Work it girl edition. That's a beauty contest. Hey, you won't hear me complain. I'm a pro at scoping out the babes. Subtitles rather cringe-inducing, however. How do you figure? Who better than the working women of our city, right? That being said, we're barely got any participants. Only 3 will agree to take part so far. Not nearly enough to hold a pageant. This rate cancellation will be the only one. Well, it's not if I can understand why most would be hesitant to go through that. I have a feeling I know where we fit into this picture. Yep, exactly what you're thinking. Like you guys to scout out some women in the workforce who'd be willing to compete in the pageant. Alright, I think we get there. Mentioned they already have 3 participants, so alright. There's one is Cynthia. She's one of the receptionists at the time of the department store. Next is Eris, the back alley hostess. Last but not least, got the okay from Officer Kids CPD. I can't believe you actually managed to convince her. A receptionist, a hostess, and a cop, huh? That's a nice variety you get there. What other kinds of working women are you looking for? Let's see. Looking for a waitress, an artisan, a maid, and a sister from the church. Thinking those 4 occupations could strike a very nice balance together. But yeah, I'd like to have a nurse or a member of our NCL participate. That would be nigh impossible after Ilya's recent injury. Our NCL has suspended operation. Seeing Ursula has its hands full tending to the recent influx of patients. No surprise there. Anyway, We know what our job is. Find you a waitress and artisan that made in the church system, just like yours. Great. We'll start the pageant as soon as we can, once you've gathered everyone. I'm counting on you. Thank you for attending today's charity drive. If there are any events that interest you in particular, let me know. I'm happy to provide you with more information. I hope you all enjoy today's charity event. Wow, this place is packed to the rafters with outrageous bangs. Wonder if it has something to do with that main event they're going on there. Much crunch. They have food for every trendy hospital and transport. It's amazing. The more I eat, the more I help out the reconstruction. City projects can't get any better than this. Hey there, you guys. Hi, Grace. Are you covering the event? You betcha. Energy in here is just fantastic. Whatever article I get from this is sure to perk our city's downhard denizens right up. Raid's left us with scars and ever since the word, and it's going to take a long time for that to fade. So I'm going to do what I can by covering this pageant. The pen can both hurt and heal you. Haha, point taken. Leave it to you, Grace. This pianist is so beautiful. Her little charity recital will make for a perfect farewell. Oh, hey, Lloyd. I swear I didn't realize you were helping out with the charity event. Yeah, Morgan's and Bennett are handling things at the store while I'm here. Got my baguettes on each table. I know my way around a few dishes to go well with bread too. Sounds lovely. Thanks. You guys have a good time too. Oh. This is the only time you can get this. Which is kind of lame. But what can you do? What can you do for a Kit Kat bar? Fundraiser having in the Civic Center seems like fun. They managed to set up some real exciting events. Above all, I think making the reconstruction effort something we can come together and enjoy. As a community is a wonderful idea. I see this fundraiser was planned by the business centers. It's just like the anniversary festival. You can always count on the BOA. Yeah, that's an uplifting idea. Welcome! How would you like to try a brand new Civic tomato soda? Some people swear by this stuff. I'll have you know. You got this week. I'll put a pep in your step, I guarantee you. Into the library. A charity event hosted by the city and the Business Owners Association looks like a good time. Maybe I'll head over and make a donation. That's right. Exactly what's that red-haired girl? Where's Rishi around up? So much has transpired, I'm still baffled by almost all of that. Look at this. Hello everyone. Balsamo. I'm a little surprised you're here. The entire troop in today? Indeed they are. Each of them has been coming to the theater every day they can. Except for Rishu. She's yet to return since that horrible night. Sorry to hear that. That aside, all the troop have been taking turns visiting aliens. So they will be there all day today, as a matter of fact. I see, she must be taking this time. Well, truth be told, I'm still in shock of what happened. It all feels like a nerve-ending, swelling ending of a nightmare. If only. Forgive me for rambling. I'm free to walk around the theater and say hello to the rest of the troop. I think they would like that. The SSS is always welcome here. Thank you, sir. We really appreciate it. I get nauseous just thinking about that horrible attack on Opium. His costume was tattered and stained in blood. Couldn't bear to look at it. Oh, Ilya, how could this have happened? I feel just nauseous thinking about that horror. Normally, I would be practicing my singing right about now, but I just can't find the inspiration anymore. Sully's taking all of this much harder than the rest of us. Leah was hurt protecting her, so she blames herself for it. I wonder what Ilya would say to us at a time like this. And now we have to stay strong. We've been at a loss for days. Good to meet you, I mean. Feels like she's hiding something from us, but still, she is one of us. I don't want to believe that she just abandoned us and so much as saying goodbye. Yeah, has always been an amazing woman. She gallantly protected Sully without a second thought. And even after she was hurt, the things she cared about were Sully's safety. The rest of the performance. They say the show must go on, but is there anything we can accomplish? And that's it. Stage set, and to me! The Meister built for us were destroyed in the attack. The Master breathed life into them, so his works of art. The troop members took care of them with the utmost respect. All it took was a senseless act of violence to destroy them all in the blink of an eye. Still, at the end of the day, the staging and automata can always be human. What happened to Ilya? I'm sorry, I need a moment. Hallelujah. Sorry, Yvonne. Now, I should be the one apologizing. I had so much on my mind these past few days. Sorry if you didn't agree I grasped it. Still, I believe with all my heart that Ilya will recover from it. He believes that too. In any case, now's the time to be prepared. To pull myself together for everyone's sake. Exactly. Why did Lady Ilya ever have to do to deserve this? See, Lady Ilya's still in a coma. Damn it all, a camp crew world would let something like this happen. Ice cream, get your ice cream here. It's cold, it's tasting and refreshing. You know you want a scoop. Oh, she might be perfect for the maid role. Excuse me, miss, there's something I'd like to... No pageant, that's very flattering of you. You do know I'm not a real maid, right? I wear the scale because it helps draw customers. Oh yeah, that makes sense. My apologies. Sorry that you asked me to do this. Sadly, I'm only humble ice cream vendor. I could never pass as a real man. Hey buddy, how's it going? Want to come in for a quick drink or three? Forget the civics, huh? My club's got all the charity service you need if you catch my drift. Good day, and welcome to Hotel Medallion. I'd like to make a same-day reservation. It would be my pleasure to assist. Okay, time to get this floor cleaned. What about her? She'd be our maid for the... Excuse me, there's something we'd like to ask you. A passion? Me? I really appreciate the offer, but I really can't afford to take any time off work. Oh, I see. Sorry for bothering you. Really can't afford to take... Where's Lefty Plastic Scrolls on the city? Not as far from another mistake. CGF's sustained heavy losses. Even the Ilio couldn't escape. Never allow you this time of the game. That's all I have to say on the matter. The entertainment is bathed in flames is like a scene rather than a nightmare. I hope our content can play a small part in restoring cost-plus issues for them. Okay. Well, now it's time to... I'm sure that we got a CP charger in there. Okie doke. Hey Lloyd, what can I do for her? Say, wouldn't be perfect for the artisan role in the passion? Yeah, I doubt you it's her thing, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to ask. Hey buddy, you got a minute? Heck is that? You got a new fangled orbital bar or something? What? No, come on, Wendy. You seriously never heard of a pageant? You know, to an engineer to be completely ignorant of the outside world. Ha. Just blowing you like I know what a beauty pageant is. Sounds interesting, though. Sure, I'll go down and give it a... You are? Really? That was a shock. You're the last person I expected to join Dolphins. Now, Jay, you know what they say? Another veteran, another gained. Besides, I'm going to turn down a request from an old pal like Lloyd there. I got some work I need to finish before things start, so just give me a ring when you need me. Yeah, will do. Thanks a bunch, Wendy. Normally I don't care about politics, but this is bad for our independence as a separate matter. The more I think about raising innocence, the more I start to lean in favor of it. Sure, why not? It's not like we're gonna donate, but I mean, it's a thought that counts as these things, right? You can invite the others if you want. There it is, they're holding some kind of like charity event over in the administrative district. Want to go check it out? Yeah. Time to get another out of the way, the Ortiz Tower. I was thinking the IBC had been back in this Virginia Orchestra Tower for a while. They're really something up. You know, find better kinds of things. That's the kind of reputation that comes with supporting the continent's economy as fast. Oh yeah, if you're playing this game for the first time and you don't have a million Mara, saw a conflict. So I was heading to the basement to take shelter during the night. I think these areas closed down on us. There's those terrifying things everywhere. So thankfully they didn't reach into it. I honestly didn't think I was going to be losing the night. Here you go. We can still exchange her stuff for Mara here, for additional Mara. The Civic Center is holding a charity event today. All proceeds go to Azure's construction. They have been doing a lot of good work, bringing smiles back to our peoples. Sure hope you consider attending if you have the time. Ariel's McLean is a true cross-rebellion hero. I was there when he defended us from that armed group advance. It was breathtaking brilliance. They sounded lavish, but I feel as though we could even stand up to the major powers with him in our corner. Really, I do. Go back up to the roof. Yes. I knew coming up here again would be a good idea. Just planning on taking this time to get through this book I bought. The view's just too bad. You can give it a try the other evening yourself. Star came away unscathed in the rain thanks to Mr. McLean's sacrifices. IBC's building, on the other hand, is nothing but a burnout rescue. Gratefully, civilian casualties were kept to a minimum. There's still scars left behind, like not sure what they were after. Is that the warning or something? Doesn't matter though. Crossbow won't forget this. Battle that broke out in the plaza. Here was intense beyond imagination. Worked for Arios, Orchis Tower Mace, ended up just like the IBC. Don't even think about it since it should have been missing. Tower station, thankfully. There's no point in dwelling on how much worse things could have been. Trade cancellation thugs were terrifying. Didn't even leave us. And how that speed and experience, their weaponry was worse. Things could have gone differently than I pressed the real military. Orchis Tower's presence is such that even without my vision, I can feel the tower in the building. Rather convenient that it is a hand to serve the new symbol of the city after IBC's building destruction. Perhaps I'm overthinking. Financial affairs. Plan was for us to evacuate to the basement. This is impossible for everyone to use the elevator. The younger men want you to take the stairs. My problem, financial affairs, was one of the very first one. I was going to have a heart attack. I touched it out when in the plaza when we take it. And they told us to take shelter in the building. Thought for certain that it was we are alive to everyone who is there to the Mommy says Mr. Arias and the police officers protect us from bad guys. Thank you, Mr. Arias. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Police officers. Okay. Time to get it done. Said he took the Jaeger's head off. Damn, dude, good job. Relax, you flatter me. Don't forget. I totally realized. I need to be someone's. Incidentally, the graveyard came to visit today. Is it safe to assume whose it is? Sorry, I'm the claim. She's in a miserable heart. She passed away in an accident 5 years ago. Suki's mother and your wife. That's the same accident the kid lost her inside in, yeah? Arias. Something wrong? No. Finish my business here. It's time I take my leave. Oh, right. It's good seeing you, Arias. Listen, well, Lloyd. Crossbill's a break of an era unprecedented in his history. No matter what happens, no matter what circumstances are thrust upon you, or what trials ahead. Never lose sight of what's most important to you. Huh? And just like that, he's gone. What the hell is that all about? It's me. It's only a little parts of myself, but it almost felt like a warning. You're trying to get at struck on such a tower. Couldn't help but think back to the incident that took my husband away from me 30 years ago. Or did I want to go through anything so traumatic yet? Yeah. Is everybody okay here? Paris was probably the one who left us. Stop by to say hello. Not too long ago. No share drinks anymore the way we did in the old days. Because even still, the matter hasn't changed a bit. Siesta. Hello, we'll be holding Master. You're well welcome to attend. The Cathedral of the Gods would love to have you. You may have found our sister for the pageant. I wonder if she will. Excuse me, that's somebody we'd like to visit. Oh my goodness, me and a patient patch? No, I couldn't. There's no place for someone like myself. And merely vivacious. Sorry to turn you out, but at best you found someone else. Too bad. Long ago, I received a report from the congregation on divine worship. It stated that His Holiness the Pope has authorized a congregation for the sacraments intervention in Crossville. But even so, I'll never approve of them. I refuse to condone their stopping on illicit acts, no matter the justification, or they're stupid. Am I now a mass today again, Reese? Yes, I am. The cathedral has far more worshippers than usual for today's service. They've had their homes attacked and their lives endangered. They know exactly how that feels. Reese. Sounds like you went through a similar tragedy once upon a time. Just between us, the Congregation of the Sacraments is still deliberating over what actions to take in responsibility. In the meantime, trying to gather much information as I can while I'm still in Crossville. I advise you all to be cautious in how you move forward from this as well. While you're still in Crossville. Understand, you take care of yourself out there too, Reese. By the way, is there something else you wanted to talk to me about? Well, now that you mention it. I was thinking the same thing. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, there's something we wanted to talk to you about, Reese. A beauty pageant? I admire that that's for charity, but I still have so many responsibilities here at the cathedral today. I'm not sure how appropriate it would be to participate as a sister of the church. That's a good point. Shoot, just when I thought we were finally going to see Reese Trotter stuff. Well, I do think they're working towards a good cause. It's only a pageant, or are they hosting other attractions as well? I think there's more to it. Do you remember, piano recital and a buffet table also been arranged for the event. I've changed my mind. It would be my honor to participate in that. Well, sudden change in heart. We know. Wasn't the buffet to the tip? I have a feeling it was. In any case, I still have to assist with Mass for a little while longer. Contact me again when it's time for the pageant to start. Well. Okay. There's probably a maid. It was nothing short of a treachery. The reconstruction of Crossville City is nearly complete. Afraid the residual fears and anxieties over what happened in God's society. Only hopefully, Master, he and Mayor Croy found a way to keep us safe in the coming days. Hello, Ellie, SSS. Anyway, you play the part of the maid for the pageant. Not a bad idea, I think it already is one. Can I ask you a problem, sir? Judge, but I'm not sure she'll agree. I have a request for you, John. Yes, it's coming from you, lady. I'll happily oblige. A pageant? I beg your pardon? Delayed reaction. Me participate in pageant? I could never. Oh, come on, you're fine. Give me the official Randy seal of approval. So if that means anything. My apologies, John. I don't mean to pressure issue. We'll find someone else. I'm sure we can ask around for another mayor when you do this speech. Just a moment, fine lady. For some consideration, I would like to participate after. Ah, that's great. Well, all of a sudden, stage right. Well, if my lady should request anyone to play the role of maid, it should be me, her actual maid. Oh, thank you, Jonah. As it turns out to be too wrong, it's okay to pull out, alright? Yes, my lady. Come call me when it's time. I'll be there as soon as ever. Thanks, Jonah. We appreciate it. Reader is one of the most horrific shows of violence I've ever seen. I've had nightmares about it ever since. Just getting to where even sleep is no longer a refuge. Oh. Yes. Issue H. Having a reconstruction sales day. Some of the bread sounds off. If I put things out of this game, so I plan to splurge and buy myself a few biggest dozen. Nothing more. I got a new kind of bread for sale. Need it, present. Thanks, Bennett. We'll have to have some later. You're looking for Asgard. She's helping with the charity event. Why does that want to love to go? I was going to say this might will be more than it. Don't you care for what? I mean, forget about it. Invited Mom on to play with her mom and let her. That's boring. Mama's mother is worried about letting her out of the house. They blame her for what happened during the raid. People who end up as the victims of a raid who could have been. As for me, I'm doing my small part to ensure the city remains safe in the aftermath. That said, even if everybody is behind the attack, it's how they would act. Regardless, we're going to have to keep our guard up until the referendum 3 days from now. Designs on Reliant Heights, the neighborhood came out relatively unscathed. Look at the administrative Hardin district there in San Francisco. I feel like doing the mission now. We got an hour left. march on deck of duty. Now, one step to mastering an 8 leap 7 form void. Those monsters. There are Vosh's warriors. Your gaze is right on me. They've gone feral before a pack. Oh, I know, man. I just wanted to find out why there's a doe dead center. Destroying our markets, brothers. You and monsters should know this. Given service. This is innocent. Well, it is ours. Either way, we're going to have to exterminate them. Then again, that's probably easier said than done. I agree. Something on your mind too? Don't have a straight thought, but motions I detect from these monsters, they resemble fear more than anything else. They're afraid. Grrr. Wait. How's this time how it's so bad? Well, I was scared you might have been. Rear parts of the game to jump on. Grandma's likely follow an alpha. Either the air and the rest of the ranks should follow mine. So late. An alpha, huh? Since the pack would need a top dog. Kinda like me and the SSS. Easy. Let's see if we can't track down the leader. There was a fishing hole here. It's gone now. my only friends. So tell me who's the real monster here? Stop early. Okay. Does that make it yours? And he retorted, what happened if I had like the local government commissioned a fine chest to store my trinkets? Imagine how delicious addition to the new and improved socials and what's it? These same dishes you know and love. Oh, with a what? Caesar salad. A refreshing glass of no lemonade. Oh. All the buns there. Alrighty. I'm just not able to fully engage with you guys today. Keep falling asleep. And yeah, I'm just not feeling. True Groove gave way to the July. On the 4th of the month, Edwin Arnold was set to attend his first ever press conference as an assistant to the higher-ups of the political column. That is, the contagious inheritance of Weber Hart had been a matter of great public interest. As the intellectual said in passing one month later, his closest living heir, his adopted son, died at sea shortly after Hart's only death. Edwin noted as he pedaled his bike just ahead of the Cromwell Street Hall. Today is the day. I'll reach the top without stopping influence. He shouted with extreme enthusiasm. Hart's best friend is the chairman of the board of both laying claims to the inheritance. However, there are rumors that his son's death was perpetuated by the two men themselves. Edwin's breathing grew ragged. Oh, it's a pretty common plot. Could the rumors be true? Yeah, you're right, I muttered Amias. We're gonna sit together. She's sitting behind him. It had been on the leg legs vibration check both her and the insulation value. As it happened, there were many coffee lovers of the evening news. It's boss bread. Agnes delivered her out of his artisan there once a week. The catering service was a little more than a hobby for Agnes. She tolerated it well enough. The fact that Edwin insisted on escorting her during the deliveries, however, was a bit bothersome. Though Ed still hoping to land that kicking help. Yeah, I'm supposed to do one next month, so I'm putting together a new article. Gotta write about whatever's in season after. Ha! A righteous reporter getting started with a cooking column. Used Agnes. Being with Edmund like this put her at ease. He fussed over her hair, which was fluttering in the wind atop her head. The perennial drowsy Cagamaro went off another yap. What does that get a dear, Edmund? I'm jamming a cooking column. We all of my readers spice up at dinner tables. I work with it making even one person's life easier. Edwin began pedaling up the hill with all his might. He says there's injustice in that too. He roared. Bicycle crested over the hill, letting gravity pull it over to the other side before propelling effortlessly down. So, I guess, that astonished yelp went for it to be drowned out by Ed's joyous crest as it picked up the speed. They continued on and on, riding the rushing wind. This is the exhilaration Ed's feeling must be his reward for working so hard. Flushed to admit, Pat. In her head, the keeper from flying up and laughed at herself for being so shocked. She was always looking ahead. He always chasing after his ambitions with that one-track mind of his. Sometimes to the point where it annoyed her. Oh, what she said back there. Huh? Sorry? Can you hear you? Yes, raised her voice to yell over the wind. I roar about Mr. Hart's heir being killed for the inheritance. Someone might have done it if they thought for sure they wouldn't get caught. Edwin nodded several times in sage understanding. Got it. I'll ask about what's in today's interview. Jeez, and where's that going to get you? It was about as dense as simple as it could, but that was also the reason Agnes felt so at ease with him. The reason they got along so well. She made sure that he wasn't looking before grinning wildly in a way she'd never shown anyone before. Today, Edwin had made another step forward toward it. He might stumble and make a fool of himself. She knew he would keep pushing forward like always. Otherwise, she could be there to watch her herself. Agnes? What? Something ever happens, call me, okay? A righteous reporter, after all. Yelled Edwin. His laughter echoed across the blue sky. Now to get on to chat. Grandfather clocked in the parlor structures, and Agnes quietly left her room. By the light of the moon, she passed through the cafe and locked the front door, slipping out into the chilly night. The day before, she wound up drawing one final card to determine where she would make her move. It was a high priestess, the second arcana, which in her meant to end. It is still okay, Agnes assures. And just not. Surely leaving at 2 in the morning would get her there. Time to save. She looked down to notice that her hands were shaking. Can't get it home myself. You could die if I'm not careful. You just need to follow the cards and be able to win for me. Meow! Okay. Gagamaro roosted upon Agnes and said, he's heavier than he looked. Agnes wondered if his laziness was making him fat. Still, felt a certain sense of comfort having his weight over her head. And take a deep breath and set herself beneath the full moon above. Let's get going. Now, in better conditions, Agnes closed her eyes and felt out the septic veins beneath ears, searching for what he was saying. She then walked down the dimly lit streets guided by her instincts towards the darkness beyond. Anchorville nights were cold, even in the height of summer. Agnes wore a light sweater, her cream-colored hair complemented by the pale moonlight. The Ismailist necklace she wore jostled in time with her every step. The tiny stone was all Agnes had left of her mother. Memories were so distant that she couldn't even remember her face. When Agnes was just a child, her mother left without a trace after using her powers in public. Such were the laws of her clan, and although Agnes couldn't recall how she learned that, She knew exactly what I was selling. We carry dangerous potential within us. We must keep it hidden and live amongst the others. Before long, the road led out of the city and ended at the base of a large hill. A cemetery. I just whispered. Top of the hill were rows of black tombstones. Among them she potted something moving out. Edwin! He's here! I missed. Exclaimed. There's no mistaking, she recognized him by the coat he was wearing. Still charged from the traffic accident, so always back. Told her so many times to get rid of it, but he's still wearing that ragged thing. Gosh. Agnes removed Kagamaru from her head and held him in her arms. Crouching behind a gravestone, she berated herself for wearing such a conspicuous outfit. Regardless of her lack of foresight, however, she knew Edwin was in mortal danger. After steadying her breath, carefully gauging the distance between the two of them, Agnes crept quietly into the shadows. Well, with that, I will bid you guys adieu. Thanks for watching.